All right, welcome to another BS Sessions. With me, as always, is Jerry, and then we have Eric RMCP Jordan again, man, the third unofficial member of this podcast.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Eric, we can't hear you, man. Like wah 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 wah. Can you hear him?
That's
Jerry?
what I heard too.
Okay, he's not muted. Let's see. Turn your speaker on. Well, guys, what's going, man? What's happening, Jerry? While we're waiting.
None,
Oh, you guys hear me?
watching.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear
there
you
you go.
now.
All right, good. All right.
Oh, what's up, Eric?
Not much, man. How you doing?
Good. Technical difficulties, that rules.
Yeah, a little bit. I realized
What?
I forgot to put my earbuds. I've been running errands all day, and it just made more sense for me to just kind of do this in my car, as I got some things to do probably after this. So it's been so yeah, I forgot to put my earbuds in though. My car, it was hooked up to my car, the Bluetooth.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, you both drinking monsters? Or are you drinking a beer? Or you're drinking a monster? What are you drinking?
That's
I'm
my
drinking
monster.
a Rockstar, man.
I got whiskey.
Yeah, I'm going non-alcoholic today because it's fucking Sunday and I work tomorrow. It's my first day back after like a fucking week off.
I
So
work
it's
Right,
tomorrow.
that day sucks. I know.
I work tomorrow
Yeah.
too,
Not forward to
man.
it either.
Shit. How old are you?
Man, I'm so fucking. I'm so fucking full, man. I don't want to ever eat again, dude. I ate so much shit this weekend. Fuck.
Dude, you know, I cook, like, I did a lot of cooking this year for Thanksgiving. Like, I did more cooking than usual because I had, usually it's just me, my wife, my mother-in-law, and her boyfriend. This year it was like they had, it was like way more people. It was my mother-in-law's boyfriend's. He had some family come in. My wife had like her aunt, uncle, her, or like her other aunt visit. So it was like a lot more people to cook for. So man, it was stressful cooking all that shit, but we have a lot of leftovers now, and it's funny because every Thanksgiving it never fails, especially too since I've been cooking every year for Thanksgiving the past couple of years. It never fails. Like I like cook everything. We sit down for Thanksgiving dinner and I can barely eat. Like I don't know what it is. Like I can barely eat anything. But the moment like it's nighttime or like the next day when we're eating leftovers, I can devour that shit like it's nothing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because I cook it all day or you're smelling it all day. But
Right.
yeah, that first
What
initial
time do
sit
you-
down for dinner, I can barely eat.
What time
Oh.
do you eat usually?
Well, the last couple of years, man, my wife's family, we eat late as fuck, but like sometimes like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock
Oh,
at
wow.
night. But this year it was a little bit earlier. It was like 7 o'clock we ate. But it sucked though because there was a lot of pressure. Because I had so much more cooking to do, and I was like, man, that extra couple of hours eating late could help me here. But no, it's like, oh, we're eating earlier this Thanksgiving. I was like, ah, damn it.
You ever cook that one item that's not a traditional Thanksgiving thing, or you pretty much stand to the standard Thanksgiving?
Pretty standard,
theme?
man. I do like loaded mashed potatoes, which is like mashed potatoes, but I throw like
Right.
cream cheese and sour cream, bacon, all that shit up in there.
Nothing wrong with that.
I do like a corn casserole, green bean casserole. We do turkey, ham. God, what else? We do crescent rolls, gravy, stuffing, and I know there's some other mac and cheese is the other one I do. Everyone loves that one. That's probably my least favorite though for some odd reason, but everyone loves it, so I make it every year. But yeah, just all traditional shit.
Yep.
I love mac and cheese.
I do too. My sister makes the fucking best.
Shit, I had 2 Thanksgivings. I had to go to 2 places. I didn't want to go to the
Damn,
second
dude.
one.
Oh,
I was
that
like-
sucks. Because then it's like like the first location you can't get too drunk, and then by the time you get to the second Thanksgiving dinner, everyone's already too drunk, and you gotta catch up, and it's just
No,
like
It
fucking
was 2
awkward.
days.
the
It
rest
was
of the
3
night.
days later, but I had to have 2 Thanksgivings.
Oh, okay,
So,
3 days later. That's not that bad. It's not like you had to go somewhere else right after.
Sorry, my iPad is beeping.
Their iPad to shut the fuck up.
So how long do you think? How many days later do you?
I got
eat
it
the
ready
leftovers?
for the Vikings 49ers game. See,
You guys
Oh.
eat leftovers until they're gone, or to where you're just sick of them when you throw the rest of them away.
I mean, I keep them for as long as they'll stay good for.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a lot more leftovers this year because we cooked a shit. I mean, I cooked a shit ton of food with extra people coming over, and but luckily we had plenty of food and we still got tons of leftovers.
Turkey,
Yeah, I can only take it for
turkey.
I can only
pot
take
pie,
it for about another day.
It's
Just another
funny
day
too
for me.
because
turkey sandwiches.
yeah, but it's funny too because my wife initially ordered 2 turkeys.
Oh shit!
She wanted me to order 2 turkeys from Kroger, so I placed an order. Now you don't pay for it; you pay for it when you pick it up. And she wanted 2 turkeys, but I didn't know she also wanted ham. And I'm like, why the fuck are we making 2 turkeys and ham? You know how much fucking work that is? A ham and a turkey is enough. So luckily though, Kroger fucked up and they gave us the turkey dinner instead of 2 turkeys. And I didn't know. I'm not gonna check the box. And so when I get home, I open it up. It's a turkey dinner. So it's 1 turkey, 1 pre-cooked turkey, and then like stuffing and a bunch of other like sides. And my wife was fucking angry, and I'm like, it's okay. Like, they didn't charge us for 2 turkeys. They charged us for the dinner, so it's less money. I'm like, we're going to have enough food. And, of course, we had enough food. So she got angry for nothing. Yeah. I'm thankful we didn't have a second fucking turkey. That would have been a bitch, and that would have put us way behind schedule.
What was
Even though it's a
rather
pre-cooked turkey, it's still a long time in the oven, and everything I got cooked has to be cooked at different temperatures.
I'd rather have ham than turkey, in my opinion. I think ham's better.
We're gonna have ham for Christmas.
See, you know what's weird? When I was a kid, I fucking hated turkey and I preferred ham. But as I've gotten older, I'm the opposite now. I hate ham. I prefer turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what. I think it's because maybe just people who cook turkey every year for Thanksgiving when I was growing up just didn't know how to fucking make it. Because if you cook turkey right, it's pretty damn good. This is my first year too getting a turkey leg. I got a turkey leg this year and it was fucking amazing.
Chinese food this year for Christmas, Mark, for us.
Yeah, Chinese food for Christmas, man. That's what's up.
What is this? A Christmas story? Did you have the duck?
Oh, duck's really good. I love duck.
I don't think I've ever had duck in my whole life.
It's greasy.
Never think I had.
It's really good.
I heard it's greasy. Yeah, but I've never had it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you know what? I prefer doing something like Chinese food or something on Christmas because, like, most people, it's just like it's the same shit you ate for Thanksgiving. You know, I'd rather change it up. That's why I kind of my wife's family.
Not to mention, you're gonna have a messy kitchen and a messy ass room for opening up all the fucking presents. So why double the mess?
Yeah, and you know that's why I let my wife take over. My wife and her family, I'll let them take over Christmas dinner because it's like I'm not just going to cook the same shit I did for Thanksgiving. Right. And they celebrate Christmas in Venezuela, unlike Thanksgiving. So I let them make their traditional stuff, and it's pretty good. They make like this. It's like this bread, like this. It's called like ham bread or something, but it's like this bread with like ham and like I think like. I don't know, like cream cheese, I think, or raisins, and it's really fucking good. I forget what all is in it, but it's really fucking good. It's delicious. I could eat that shit all day, every day. It's like sweet and salty, and yeah, it's fucking great.
Nice. So we have some some shit that went down with Vinnie Vincent again.
Oh God!
Yeah, have you seen those fucking pictures? Holy shit!
Kid, how did his face get all lumpy? He looks like a freaking blob.
I don't know, man, but he looks like someone put Paul Stanley in the fucking microwave and slapped some makeup on him. Holy shit! What is wrong with that guy? As if I think he can't get any worse looking. There he goes, man. And I'm not one to make fun of someone's looks, but you know, Vinnie Vincent fucking deserves it. He's a fucking asshole.
He's getting weird. You remember? You know who Siskel and Ebert are?
Yeah,
those old
I know.
Yeah.
Remember? He didn't like any movies I liked. All right.
That one dude before he died had that puffed up face.
Oh, he had like cancer in his throat, though.
But it just seems like the same thing's happening to Vinny in a way.
But he doesn't have cancer.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Or does he?
I don't know. But he announced that via Kiss Live Auction Facebook page that there would be Creatures Fest 2022 in Nashville on Memorial Day weekend. That's not when Memorial Day isn't when they do Rockin' Pod, right? No, he's not going to try to take September. He tried to schedule shit around them last time before this.
Damn, fuck me, Vincent.
Does that
fucker even have any more bridges left? I mean, seriously.
Vixen.
Like, how many people are going to keep like buying into this guy's bullshit and like, you know,
and they still do.
getting Yeah, how many people are gonna keep getting conned by this guy and coming back? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I know, but they're
Guy's
gonna
a
have
fucking
other.
con artist.
He's smart this time because he has Quiet Riot, Vixen, John Corabi, Talisman performing "Lick It Up" from start to finish. Great expectations as.
I mean,
As
is
the
he really got them
closer.
performing, or is he just saying they're gonna show up and then
Yeah,
like
right.
it's not gonna happen? Like Vinnie Vincent,
not
like
gonna
I
do it
can't
for-
take anything that guy says seriously.
Well,
They're not gonna do it
if they're
for free.
performing, that means he doesn't have to show up, and he's supposed to do the Kiss '82 Rio set in its entirety,
Oh, yeah.
and
Fuck
debuted the
Jesus.
Vinnie Snoop Revenge inspired Flying V guitar. He only wrote some songs on Revenge. He never played on
Yeah,
it.
he
did
didn't
he?
even play on that
Right.
fucking
What the
album.
fuck is he trying to take credit for that now?
He's trying to milk whatever he fucking can, man, to pay his rent.
Oh man,
Dude, I wonder what happened to
Yeah.
that guy, man. I mean, he's a fucking great guitar player, man. Fucking.
He was, man.
And then you
all
see him
he
try to
needed-
play guitar. You see him try to play guitar now, and it's like painful
It's
to
like
watch, man.
I've never seen someone look so fucking awkward holding a guitar like him, and he was good. He just, he was one of those guys where he needed someone to kind of keep him under control, like a Gene or Paul.
they couldn't
he
even
could-
keep him under control. That's why they fired him.
Yeah, but I
Like
mean,
I
he
said,
could
he was-
write good songs, and he was a hell of a guitar player, man. He had so much potential, and he just
had-
pissed it all away because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but those Vinnie Vincent albums are fucking
They were
mind
terrible.
fucking horrible. Like my
They were
ears are.
great.
And I
riffs.
love Mark Slaughter, but I
Yeah.
can't stand him on that second album. I go, fuck.
I mean, he comes
you
out
know
with
what's
great
funny?
riffs.
I prefer the second album over the first
Oh,
album.
they both
Well,
suck.
Mark Slaughter's on there, but I do like the original guy. He wrote "Wheel in the Sky" with Journey.
Yeah.
I was his
My
friend on
favorite
Facebook.
Journey song.
Yeah, he wrote that. Again, great-
Fleischman.
Yeah, Fleischman. Yeah.
But no, I mean, then he wrote some great riffs, but some of his fucking solos were just so fucking outrageous and out there, man. I mean, take it down a few
Yeah.
notches, dude.
You ain't
Even-
Ingve,
even
dude.
Ingve
You ain't
Malmsteen
Ingve.
said
That's
calm
how
down.
we will. Jinx.
Ah,
Hey, Eric, I think you went out in volume. Are you there, Eric?
What?
Oh, there you go.
What?
I said it's funny
Yeah.
how we both said Ingve Malmsteen at the same time.
I know, right?
That was hilarious.
But
Well, fuck this guy. I'm gonna tag him in this video and hope he watches it so he can hear me say, "Fuck you, Vinny Vince."
Yeah,
You
fuck
fucking
so
Vinny
cool,
Vincent.
dude.
I
you
will-
pissed off Chris Sinzak and Aaron Camaro, the two nicest guys ever in podcasting, who would bend
you
over
guys have kept
backwards
his
to do
legacy
things for
alive
you,
for so long.
and you freaking screwed them.
I'm still waiting for my
Yeah.
box set too.
Did you order
Yeah,
that?
fuck it.
Long ass.
You're
time
still waiting
ago,
for
yeah.
both your box sets. You're supposed to get two
That's
of
right.
them
You
now,
promised us
apparently.
two.
Yeah, fuck Vinnie Vincent, man.
You
Vinnie
ordered
Vincent, if
that?
you're listening to this, I will kick your ass.
I
And
didn't
I'm not
even-
even saying that because I'm a tough guy or something, but I could probably kick his ass, man.
Well, dude, I mean, he
enough
was
rage built up against him.
at the time when those came out, man. I mean, he was still liked, and it was autographed, and he was such an enigma still that I thought, it could have been a cool part of my collection. I wasn't even probably going to open it because I'm not a fan, but I'd like to have it as far as having a collectible. That's why I ordered it. If he had him out now, and if I bought him half price, fuck no, I wouldn't mind. But
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'll never do anything Vinnie Vincent related is pre-order any of his shit. So, like this fucking book he was talking about. Like, I remember listening to that interview he did with Aaron Camaro and Chris Sinzak on Decibel Geek. And all throughout the episode, he'd keep saying like, oh, well, I'm not going to mention that. I'm just going to save that for my book. I'm saving it for the book. And it's just like, oh, I bet you this book's never going to fucking come out. I may read this fucking piece of shit book, but I'm not going to fucking pre-order it, you fucking asshole.
yeah, right. Let me see it first.
Unless
Yeah,
you
let me
get
see this
unless
shit
you
first.
pre-order off of Amazon because they don't charge you till they send it.
Yeah.
I got ripped off by Amazon because I pre-ordered a fucking the Merciful Fate EP on vinyl, and I never got that shit. They never shipped it. I was so fucking
Well, then they
pissed.
probably never charge you for it either.
Yeah, because I looked at it and they never charged me, but they still keep trying to fucking charge me for my Prime account that I canceled like 2 years ago. Luckily though, I got a new card and I just never updated my card information on Amazon. I mean, I just have my wife order shit through her Amazon account.
Yeah.
So they keep saying like, please update your account information. Like, no, thank you.
I love Amazon Prime, man. There's lots of
Because
good
dude,
shit
they
on
still
there.
they keep charging me, and I always gotta call them like, I canceled this account like a long ass time ago. Like, why are you still charging me for it?
Oh,
It's like trying to get out of your Amazon Prime account is like trying to get out of like a gang. Like the only way you're gonna leave is through a box because you're never getting out.
I like my Amazon Prime account. It rules. I get lots
Well,
of
I
Anybody got-
had one because I really don't like to order off Amazon really anymore. I just prefer going on eBay or whatever, going to the store and buying something. But my wife had an Amazon account, so it was like, why do I have one if she's got one? It's pointless. We're
She
paying
could just add you
double
to
the money.
hers. You just put
Yeah,
a family
exactly.
member on there,
That's what I figured. But then it's like, man, Amazon kept charging me. I was getting pissed, and luckily, like I had an instant come up where I had to, I had to change my card, my credit card, and so finally, like I was just like, well, I'm not going to update my payment information anymore
Well,
than on Amazon.
all you had to do was go delete your payment information from Amazon, and then you're done.
Oh, I didn't think of that, but
Yeah,
I tried every
that's what
other
I
fucking
do.
method. I tried every other fucking method, including calling their people and telling them cancel my fucking account
You know,
for the
but
50th time.
when you do call Amazon customer service, they do answer the phone and they do help.
Yeah, I had a nice little
Speaking of
Asian
which-
lady like helping me out. Well, she didn't really help me out, but very nice Asian lady. Like, oh, okay, I'll help you now. Just for the record, I have nothing against Asian people. Neither does Mark or Jerry.
No,
It's called a joke.
and Edwin Catastracci, we love you. That's a running joke now.
Anybody go crazy on Black
Edwin
Friday?
Castacci made that a thing.
Anybody go crazy on Black Friday deals?
No.
Nope. I did not go out shopping for Black Friday, and I am happy about
I
it.
already
I
bought
ordered
all
one.
my Christmas presents. I got my wife an early one where it's a canvas of us at our wedding. And she wanted a canvas hanging up because she saw her friend having a canvas of her.
Mark, if you don't
wedding.
get pussy because of that Christmas gift, I'm gonna be sad.
Oh, dude, I get it when I want. I'm good.
Yeah, listen to this guy.
What do you mean,
Yeah, I
listen
ordered
to
a
this
bunch
guy?
of shit. I ordered a bunch of shit. My wife's gonna be pissed.
Yeah, I gotta get I'm trying to think of. I'm still trying to think of fucking gifts, man. I'm busy all the time, but I got a couple ideas of what I'll probably get my wife. I know I'm getting my cat like a real big ass cat tower.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
that. It saves the. Well, your cat doesn't have claws.
Yeah, his
Well, that
previous owners had.
sucks
Dude,
because
the
the cat-
previous
The cat towers,
pre-
they like to scratch.
exactly.
climb
Dude,
it, though.
It's sad. I have a scratching post for him, and like you can't even like use it. There's like a little ball on top of it they can smack around, but. Yeah, dude, whoever the previous owners, dude, they had all four of his paws declawed. Like all four of them. Like
that's
you peel that declaw, they never even dude, people that declaw their cats, they never even like do the back ones. They always leave the back ones intact. No, they took all of his. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Dude,
you did all that and
I
for a
think
cat that you never even kept? Like
I
fuck
think-
you, assholes.
I think that's inhumane to declaw.
Dude, for
cats.
real, man.
I do
like,
too.
I remember working for animal out. I volunteered for animal outreach. You know, I used to be an adoption counselor and volunteered with this place, and that's where I found out about how declawing is. I was like, what the fuck?
They can't protect
I'm like-
themselves, so they get outside. They can't.
Yeah,
They
like, my
can't
cat,
jump up
like-
on the tree and.
Yeah,
climb
yeah,
away
my
from
cat,
danger.
like, he doesn't really jump a whole lot. Like, he can't get up, like, too high. Occasionally he will, but he can't jump up too high,
Yeah.
Make sure.
That's not
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Make sure on the cat tower you get him like a circle where he feels surrounded, because my cats love the circle
Exactly.
on top.
Yeah, that's
They
what
don't
I'm
like the
planning on
flat
getting.
platforms. The flat platforms they hate. They want to get in the circle that surrounds them.
Yeah, I like those better, too. I think they're a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking
Especially,
about
too, is
cats.
my cat's a little off balance because of, having no claws. He's a little off balance.
Because you know why we're talking about cats? Because we're manly men. Manly
That's right.
men,
Fucking
manly
A,
Well,
man.
men.
Cats are fucking...
Man,
Dude, cats are metal as fuck, man.
they are. My fucking cat is the fucking coolest metal cat ever. I know everybody's
Yeah,
gonna disagree and say their cat is, but
Dude, my cat Striper, he like in the mornings I'm trying to get ready from work, I'm half asleep. Meow, 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 meow.
That's my cat.
Rubbing the shit out of me.
it's awesome though, man.
I said,
Yeah.
come here, Striper, and I take
Love
him out
that.
the door and close it on him. Let me get ready for work, man.
Oh,
Well, because lots of times I'll forget my watch, I'll forget my wallet because he's distracting the shit out of me. And I have one thing: brush my teeth, get out for work, take my
Yeah.
pills. But a fucker distracts the shit out of me.
What shift do you work there now?
Me, I'm like 9 to 5:30.
9 to 5. That's cool.
okay.
Takes me an hour.
How long does
to
it take you to
home.
get there now? Still an hour and a half?
About an hour.
Man, dude, fuck.
It's
Mark,
fine.
why?
I
Like, what
listen,
are they doing? Like, how good do they pay you?
dude. I'm
That's
making
like-
over $20 an hour.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good then.
Yeah, California.
Do you enjoy your job though? Like, 'cause
Yeah, I
I mean,
like
with my
I
job,
like
I
the-
love it.
The people like me now that I don't talk politics.
Yeah, everybody's better off without talking politics.
Dude, it's
Everyone
serious.
is better off not
It's
talking
serious.
about it.
I would be listening to that crazy guy in the mornings. Freaking fucking what's that guy's name? Fucking alien dude, Glenn Beck.
Oh God.
I'd be listening to him. That fucker would make me so
What the fuck
angry.
is that?
I get to work and I'd be fucking like ah, and then on the way home I listen to Buck Sexton. I'd be ah to my wife, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta stop listening to shit." It just pisses you off. It's just
It does.
all they
does,
do.
man.
All
Yeah.
media wants to do is piss you off and make you fight with people. Fuck that shit. Fuck you, media.
That's a problem too, man. It's harder to escape the news now. It's not just simply like, oh, well, I'm just gonna change the fucking channel. It's everywhere now. It's just like, god damn, like I just want to get away from it all.
I get my news.
You know, you're a happier person when you don't pay attention to this shit all the time.
From Amazon Alexa. I signed up for flash briefings from Fox, One America News, CNN, CNBC, all those fucking things, because you know why the flash briefing? All they do is tell you President Biden signed a bill today. There's more cases in Africa. All they do is report the news and don't give me their fucking opinion. That's all I want to know.
That's why I like NPR the most.
NPR is one of my things too. I got NPR, I got CNN. I got because when CNN and Fox just report the news, it's honest.
Well, they have to compete. They have to compete to which one can be the fucking most outrageous.
Oh God, Don Lemon,
Yeah.
Rachel Maddow, and Tucker, and Hannity, and Ingram fucking
Tucker's
takes
the worst.
the cake. Ingram's pretty high up there too, man. I'm sorry,
I
I'm a
like-
conservative, but those people are idiots.
They all are, man. They're all
All they want
fucking-
to do is make us fight with ourselves, man. That's all.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
man. That's
media.
all it is. Fuck that shit.
And fucking Facebook Meta.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Meta.
I got rid of every fucking news thing on my phone, on my computer, everything. I don't fucking.
Well, I
Yeah,
have
man.
local news on mine because local news just reports the news.
Yeah.
So
Even the Fox ones aren't bad locally, you know.
no, they're not. I posted a Fox Atlanta article about something because the local news is more honest than the national news.
I
is.
will say this about Fox News: that they can hire some freaking babes, though, man.
Oh yeah. Well, you saw that in that documentary, right? With yeah, they talked about how they wanted you to show more leg and have your
They had
boobs out.
nothing.
You know.
They had everybody in dresses and nothing, in front of the desk. The desk was exposed where you can see their legs all the time.
Yeah.
Which I didn't have a problem with, but I guess it is kind of sexist.
Well, let's get to hockey now. Fucking one of my kings was a fucking pussy and bit fucking Ottawa senator. And he
Yeah, no
called him-
shit. I
He
mean,
called him a pussy, dude. He's like, that guy ain't a real
Yeah, he
player.
pulled a fucking Alex Burrows.
I don't even know who that is.
I remember when Alex Burrows fucking bit Patrice Bergeron's fucking finger, fucking pussy. Hated
Why-
that guy.
Why can't they just fucking throw fists and not bite? I'm a Kings
Well, you got
fan,
the cheap
and we
ass.
won
you got,
that
like,
game.
those-
You
you got players that are like little bitches, But I'm happy to say my Blackhawks are finally starting to play a little bit better now. They're starting to do.
My
good.
team's coming back
that
down to
coaching
earth.
change really fucking made a difference.
the Panthers are coming down to earth
Yeah.
a little bit, but they're still all right, though. They're 13-4 and
Yeah.
3.
That was gonna happen too.
know what I hate
But,
about hockey is the point system.
I think it's awesome. You
I
can't
hate
fight
the
or
point
argue or
system. What's wrong
debate
with
it.
it?
I think it should go by records. You're 9-8. You should be higher than because you didn't win a lot of overtime games, but this team did. It
Yeah.
was under 500, but they have more points than you. What the
If there was
fuck?
one-
Because they
if
won
there
all
was
these
one-
overtime games or
If there was one
got
thing
in
I would
overtime.
change, I would change the automatic point for overtime. Even if you win or lose, you automatically get 1 point.
Yeah,
I would
because
change that.
these fucking shitty teams get these points and they get ahead of my team that has a winning record, but they've been in a more overtime game, so we give them a fucking point. Fuck you.
But it's a fair thing. I mean, it's a
It's
fair
like
thing all the way through.
it's like
though,
a
so.
participation
It
trophy.
is
Here
fair.
you go.
I think if you take it all the way to overtime, that's fair enough. Like, I mean, you could come back and you could be losing 3-0 and just the last fucking whatever 15 minutes of the game, last 10 minutes of the fucking game or whatever, you claw your way back and score 3 goals. And scoring 3 goals in the last couple minutes of the period is tough. when you're behind and you're trying to prevent goals. So the fact that you made all that effort and got to overtime, that's fair that you should get a point because you bust your ass trying to get there. Scoring 3 goals to catch up or whatever is tough. Trying to force overtime. So I think the getting 1 point I think that's fair.
But then the winning team gets 2 points, so it's like you got a point from the game. They got 2 points. It's like,
but I just hate it, Mark, because it's going against your team right now. That's why you hate it.
Well, we won the overtime game, but Ottawa got a fucking point.
The 3 on
it's give and take, man. It's
the 3-on-3 overtime is fucking pretty intense, though, too, man. That's wide open.
It is, man. It just pisses me off though because I hate the fact that they finally introduced 3-on-3 overtime like after the Blackhawks like glory years. Because man, I can't. Can you imagine like the 2010 through the let's say 2016 Blackhawks rosters having 3-on-3 overtime? They would never be able to fucking lose, man. That team through those years had fucking so many weapons offensively.
Yeah.
Fuck the Blackhawks.
Fuck you.
They were like our
rival. I want to
rival.
announce that my
3 cups, man. 3 cups. We got one more. We won one more than you guys.
0 cups for me. 0 cups.
At least we won more than at least my team won more than the Ducks. That's all I care about right now.
Not to mention, Mark, 2014. You guys got into the Stanley Cup final by one goal, one overtime goal, one fluky overtime goal. If it would have went the other way around, Blackhawks would have went to Stanley Cup final and been back to back. So, because the Rangers are not going to win the Stanley Cup final, the Rangers are not going to beat the Kings or the Blackhawks. So,
dude, I
remember that, man.
I remember when the Rangers played against the Vancouver Canucks in the Stanley Cup finals.
That was a great.
Man!
And my friends,
I hate the fucking Rangers, dude. My friends annoy the shit out of me.
My friends, I don't make bets on my teams, but I'll bet on other people's teams. So I bet I'll bet you $5 the Rangers will win the Stanley Cup. And they go, fuck you. Vancouver has it. And the Rangers beat Vancouver with the Russian Rocket. And
that was a great
Stanley Cup. Dude, no one was beating that Rangers team, man. That was like, even though it was like the whole 1940 curse and everyone was saying, the Rangers aren't going to win. They always fuck it up. Yeah, no one was stopping that team. And the Canucks team they were more of the Cinderella team, the team that just kind of scratch and claw their way. They were not going to take down the Rangers. They had Messier, they had too many weapons. They had Mike Richter playing like the best hockey of his life. No one was going to beat that team.
Kevin Lowe, they had a whole bunch of fucking
Kevin Lowe, Steve Larmer.
Yeah,
I got into hockey playing Sega Genesis NHL hockey games.
I love that one.
I love that game.
Oh god, that's how I got into hockey. I said I need to start watching this shit because I'm having fun playing the game. Like maybe me and you, Jerry, since you got a PlayStation 4, right?
I do, yeah.
We should play online hockey and football.
I think we should. I got the hockey and football one actually.
Yeah,
I just haven't played it in a long time.
I don't have the new football.
I haven't played video games in so fucking long, dude.
I'm getting into these retro fucking 80s games again, man.
I just need to tell you 3-0 for the Minnesota Vikings on the first play.
Yeah, I'm watching the Rams and Packers. That's all I got.
I hope the Packers win. The butt Packers.
It's like Dallas and the Raiders. It's like, who the fuck do you cheer for in this one, man?
I cheer for the Raiders.
Yeah,
the Raiders I hate it when two teams that I hate are playing against each other. It's like, goddamn, who do I like? I don't want to cheer for either of you.
Right.
Yeah, but and then we got this dude right here going off on LeBron. I'm just saying, go Lakers.
Dude, fuck LeBron James, man. Here's the deal, because don't get me wrong, I was never like a LeBron James fan or a fanboy of him. Back in like 2010 when like 2011, whatever it was, when he caused all the controversy by his free agency and like doing the whole television special about what team he was going to and the whole super team thing.
That was fucking...
But here's the thing, so many people hated on him, and I actually used to kind of defend him. I used to be one of those guys like, hey, listen, he's a big time player. Either way, they were gonna make no matter, even if it was him or if it was ESPN, him signing with a new team was gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be treated like a big deal no matter what. And at least he used that money. He like donated to charity.
That's true.
Which is cool. And you know,
And I was
because
gonna
like he probably knew they were gonna make a big media circus about it anyway. So he's like, why not just do something to donate charity for it? But here's the thing, man. I defended him because I'm like, all you people just hate him because, you know, Grant, don't get me wrong, he's not Jordan. I always made the argument like he's not Jordan, he never will be Jordan. But I'm like, all you people just hate him because he's not on your team. If like Bosch and Dwayne Wade or LeBron joined your team, you would love him. You know, so I always kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt. But man, just recently, his whole self-righteous, like, whole attitude, his bitchiness is just like, fuck you, man. It's like
he's
that guy
fucking
is the
he's
he
getting
has
soft.
his head so far up his fucking ass. It's just like, get the fuck over it. Like ejecting fans because they're talking
Exactly.
trash.
Oh, they
Those
were
fans
they
pay
were
your
calling
salary.
him, they were actually calling him the N-word. And the NBA even
Yeah,
said
how-
they broke the fans code of contact in the arena. So, you know, that's fucked up. You know, you can't sit there and
I
call
don't
somebody
know.
an
I mean,
N-word.
how true is that though? How
Well, the
true is
NBA
that?
agreed
'Cause
with
they're-
it. The NBA
What about
agreed
that
with it.
lady? What about that lady he had kicked out a couple years ago? Was that last year or 2 years ago? She was just heckling him, man.
He
and
said, "Hey,
fucking-
there's
Yeah,
no
it's just
need
like,
to."
dude, I'm sorry, but you like those fans pay those ridiculous prices for those tickets, which pay your salary. Like they have every right to heckle you. Like that's
Right.
part of it. And the whole thing about like, and like you said, Mark, like apparently they said the N-word. In this day and age, like I'm not supporting it. I think that's fucked up. You shouldn't use that. Shouldn't be calling someone that. But in this day and age, there's a lot of people that just like to say like, oh, well, there's like to throw around that card just to like, you know, justify their behavior. I doubt it. I mean, there are a lot of times I gotta question it. Like, did they really say the N-word? Or are you just saying that to like help your cause or to get people off your back? You know,
I agree with what you just said, but the thing is, what people don't see, yeah, LeBron's like a self-righteous guy, but the guy secretly sits there and helps all kids of color get to school. He pays
I don't
for
doubt
his
that. He
school.
did great
He
things.
does a lot of
I'm
stuff
not
in the
against that,
background.
but I mean,
And he doesn't.
That doesn't
toot his-
excuse
he
being an
doesn't-
asshole.
He doesn't toot his own horn. I hate
But
it when
dude,
celebrities say, "Look what I
no,
did.
no,
Look what I." He's never.
He's turned into a soft flopper, dude. I mean, I don't know what.
He's
He's
the
still a hell of a
biggest
player.
bitch.
I mean, he's a
Yeah,
bigger
but
flopper
it's-
than Vladdy Divas now. I mean,
Yeah, Vladdy Divac was
He
a
just
flopper.
acts like such a total. He's such a total.
he don't need
crybaby.
to, you know.
Yeah,
But like I said, he does great things off the court that nobody can fucking say anything bad about that.
yeah.
Just as,
I mean, don't get. It's like
I don't know.
he does do a lot for charity, but it's just like that doesn't give him the right to act like, you know, such an arrogant fucking douchebag
Right.
all the time.
And if you don't
know,
want the
just because you do
negative-
all these
yeah.
great things doesn't excuse your behavior. You know, carry yourself a little bit better on and off the court. You know, I look at Sidney Crosby, who's like considered probably the best modern NHL player right now. You know, that guy, I mean, that guy doesn't even have social media or anything. He keeps his private life private. He, you know, and like whether you like him or hate him, he carries himself, you know, very well. I feel too like, you know, when he first started, he had the kind of reputation of being a crybaby, but as he kind of got older, he definitely matured a lot more, you know. And
hockey players are always low key though. Never really.
Yeah, hockey players
don't really
definitely
bring in
more
the money
low-key.
and the sponsors as much as the, you know, NBA or NFL. But there's a lot of people like that. I used to think Marshawn Lynch, for example, was this fucking asshole guy, but he does all this great shit off the field. It's like he's a really cool dude. I mean, he makes turkeys for people on Thanksgiving. He gives them away in his neighborhood. I mean, weird how that works, you know. I used to think Richard Sherman before he joined the 49ers was a total asshole. Then you get to listen to the guy and listen to him talk, and he not a bad person, just a big shit talker is all he is.
Oh, Richard Sherman's a nice guy, man.
Yeah, I mean he really is.
Yeah,
He's even giving our team props.
I hated Richard Sherman, but man, he does like he seems like a pretty cool guy.
Yeah,
I still hate the Seahawks.
He does his job though. He gets under the opposing team's skin, you know.
Yeah. Michael Crabtree will agree with you on that one.
Man, that dude just faded after he went to the Raiders and then went to other teams, man. That sucks. I was pissed off when
I remember. Yeah, he's like ever since he left the Seahawks, man, it's just like his career just kind of took a big dip.
Jimmy just threw an INT.
Nothing new there.
Yeah. Well, he's been like doing really good though.
Yeah.
Are the Bears? Hey, are the Bears playing today?
They played on Thursday.
They already
didn't
played
they?
on Thursday.
They won.
Yeah,
They better
that
have won. They
fucking
played the
pisses me
Lions.
off. That pisses me off. I fucking hate. Let me tell you about the fucking Bears. Why I hate them so much? Because I'm from Illinois, so a lot of people are like, "What? You don't like the Bears? You're from Illinois? You cheer the Blackhawks?" And here's the deal: I fucking hate the Bears because the Bears have always fucking sucked. You know, like ever since I've been alive, they've always sucked, or they've always been that team that they get, you know, they get like kind of close and they fuck it all up. So
Right.
I was never really a big football fan as a kid. I was always all about hockey, but my dad watched both. He liked to watch hockey, he liked to watch football. Every fucking Sunday, man, I had to hear my dad fucking get pissed off at the TV as a little kid. My dad would get angry every fucking Sunday, every Thursday, every Monday, every fucking day the Bears are playing. I had to deal with his stress and frustration because the Bears couldn't win a fucking football game, or they get so close to winning, or they make some comeback and they blow it. That's another thing the Bears like to do. They like to get your hopes up. They'll be getting their ass kicked, but then they'll make this big triumphant comeback and they'll blow it in like the last few seconds or something. Or they'll be winning a game and they'll just fuck up and shit the bed, or they'll just shit the bed entirely the whole game. But I had to deal with that shit.
You're talking to a Dodger fan here.
So I hate the Bears because I had to deal with my dad being pissed off and angry, hear him yelling at the TV all the time because they couldn't win a fucking football game. They couldn't win a championship. They couldn't do anything right. So fuck the Bears. That's why I hate them, because you made me suffer.
Oh, that 1985 team was pretty fucking good, man.
Well, I wasn't even born yet.
Refrigerator Perry.
I like the Patriots, and that's the team I like the Patriots. That was the team I ended up choosing as like my favorite. And I like the Patriots. And then, of course, who the Bears beat in 85 to win their only Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Fucking the Patriots. So, yeah, another reason for me to fucking hate them. Fuck the Bears. I fucking hate the Bears. Sell the damn – actually, no, don't sell the team because I get entertained. Literally, I get so much joy out of seeing the Bears lose. Like every time the Bears lose, they get scored against. It makes my dick hard. I get so happy.
All right, man. Fuck them. I don't like the Bears either. We beat them this year. That was cool.
The Bears are the jobbers of the NFL. It's like if you're playing the Bears are basically a second bye week. It's like an active bye week. Like don't even play your starters. It's the Bears. What are they gonna do?
We're fucked, dude. Because when Jimmy throws an interception, we're 0-4. This game's over already.
Yep.
Fuck this.
Let's
get to Kirk Cousins is a beast. That's why. Let's get to what else? We're gonna talk about the Beatles Get Back, which Sherry didn't watch. I watched all 3 episodes.
Hey, I haven't finished watching it yet. It's very fucking long.
Dude,
That's what she said.
What I've noticed about the Get Back is that John was fucking the control freak of the group.
There's no doubt about that. I
thought it was Paul.
No, Paul. I mean, Paul is.
Feels a lot more like Paul. Well, to be fair, too,
John Lennon be the control freak.
No, it's Paul was the control freak. I messed up. And my wife loves Ringo now. My wife loves Ringo now because Ringo's just.
I love fucking Ringo, dude. He's the star of. He's like my favorite in that documentary. Like he's my favorite. He is just so awesome. And man, he had a hot fucking wife. Oh, yeah. Ringo was the only one that ever made like any hot looking women.
No, he had another one before that.
No, because she's in the documentary.
Like his first wife, but not Barbara Bach. Barbara Bach is an actress.
Barbara Bach's hot too, but his first wife was hot too.
He did.
Remember Caveman?
He did it. Yeah, I was just about to say that horrible movie Caveman.
Awesome.
It's on Amazon if you guys want to watch it.
That movie is so bad, but it's just so entertaining because how bad it is.
Oh my god, Jerry! I like cheesy movies, but that just takes the cake, man.
The very first jam session, that was cool.
Dude, I love this documentary, man. But now, to be fair, like from everything I've read, I don't know if Paul was that much of a control freak before this was made, but I know at the time because they had gone off, they were starting to like record separately because they weren't touring anymore, so they kind of lost that camaraderie. I think Paul started realizing that, and this was basically Paul. Like Paul's kind of being a control freak because he was really trying desperately to keep them together. Like Paul really wanted the Beatles to stay together, whereas everyone else was kind of just done. They wanted to go their separate ways. And I think Paul started realizing, like all the time they spent like apart and recording things separately, not touring, they kind of lost that camaraderie. And I think he started to panic, and like, you know, I think that's why you can see him turning into kind of a control freak.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he was on Howard Stern a few weeks ago talking about that. Actually, what you're talking about, Eric. So,
but
maybe
he also pissed off George, and that's why George quit.
Yeah,
because
how can you piss
George
off
said,
George?
I could play this. I could play this the way you want it, or I could play it the way I want it, or I can't play it all. What do you want? I go,
yeah.
I go, shit.
George always seems so fucking chill and awesome. I don't, you know, my favorite Beatle.
It's funny though, because like you say that he's like the most calmest, and like when he quits, like in the documentary, when he quits the band, he does it in like the most calm way. Like you think he's almost joking around with the guys, but that's like, oh no, he actually fucking quit. Like he was serious. Shit.
It's just cool to see the inner workings of that band, because I love that band so much.
Yeah.
They're like,
they're
like 1A and then 1B is Rush. You know, the Beatles are always on top of everybody, even Rush. And I love Rush so fucking much.
How much power did they actually have in their music, though? They weren't enticed by management or producers or whatever.
No, they were
pretty much. They had free roam.
Brian Epstein had passed away by the point this was made. Brian Epstein had been dead, so it was basically the Beatles were in control of everything. That was the other reason they didn't have they didn't have a manager. They didn't have some guy disciplining them, telling them to do this or that. So they're kind of just making their own decisions. That's another thing they kind of talk about. Is like, you know, ever since we lost Brian Epstein, we don't have that discipline anymore.
Well, sometimes the record companies say, "Hey, I want to keep that." Especially back then, you got to write these fucking 2.5-minute singles for the radio, you know. And I don't know if were they forced to still do that back then, or
they seemed like they were in total control of what they were doing.
Yeah, some of their songs were like long as fuck too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching it. Like I said, I haven't watched it yet.
It's
and
really
the other
good.
thing too, man, is fucking Yoko Ono is just like glued to John Lennon. Like that man does not go anywhere without Yoko being next to him. It's like that would drive me fucking nuts if I had a girlfriend like that. That just
you see
would
their
not
other
leave
girlfriends
my
and
side.
wives. They come around here and there, like Linda McCartney. Well, Linda Eastman back then.
Literally,
they come
like,
around.
You think they're fucking John and like Yoko are like conjoined. Like that guy can't take a fucking piss without her being near him.
And then she's going, ah!
Oh God!
And then Chris Czynszak said something. I wonder if John was high when doing this thing. And then Yoko goes, ah! And they said, we should put that on the record. Yes, he was high.
I don't know. Did they tell how those two met in that movie?
No, it just shows them in the studio, dude. It's not really a documentary. It's just a video of them working in the studio.
I'm just saying. I mean, there wasn't any were they pretty? The other guys in the band mention anything about that relationship? Or?
No. Paul did say, I said, I understand Paul loves Yoko, and I understand this, and I understand that, but he says we're all for his relationship, but he needs to like let us work, you know, or something.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah, he does bring it up.
Yeah.
Man. I just don't.
A lot of people.
What was she? Was she a struggling singer or something? Who the fuck was she?
She's like an artist or some shit, you know.
Hey, she doesn't look that bad, you know. There's nude photos of her.
She actually doesn't look that bad.
Doesn't.
I think the girl. Now John Lennon, you know, because him and Yoko kind of broke up briefly at one point, and he started seeing another Asian woman, and she was actually way hotter than Yoko. But Yoko isn't that bad looking. No, I'm not saying she's hot, but she's not that bad.
Well, I love Asian women.
Well, there's a story that
I love Asian women, dude.
John,
you know who's really hot? To go off topic real quick, you know who's really a really hot Asian woman? One of the keyboardists for Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Miyeon Kim. Holy shit, that woman is hot, and she still looks hot after 10 years.
Well, they don't age.
God damn.
One good thing about their damn great genes, they don't freaking age, man.
They don't, man. It's like, what the fuck?
There's a thing about that John Yoko story. They broke up. He went to LA and he was just drunk and drugs, and he had a lot of women in LA, and he was part of that what is that that thing at the Rainbow with Alice Cooper and Keith Moon, the Hollywood Vampires. He's part of that group down there, and they were up in the Rainbow just drinking, and he was having sex, and then Yoko called it and came to LA and took him away, took him back. That's what I heard.
I was gonna say, you think John Lennon was actually loyal to her?
No,
Probably, because he really loved her, though.
He did.
I don't know. He was a dick to his first family, though. But other than that, I guess.
Yeah.
But Julian
he
Lennon
was.
says this documentary makes him love his dad more. Misses his dad.
Of course, it's his dad. I mean,
Yeah.
But Julian didn't get as much attention as Sean. So,
Julian's not bad though. He's a pretty good musician.
I think John was trying to rectify that relationship just before he got shot. So,
God damn, that's been 40 years, man, huh?
yeah, and the
41 years.
The guy who shot him,
crazy.
John signed an autograph for him like a couple hours before he killed him.
I always remember we were watching that Monday Night Football game when Howard Cosell freaking announced that. I always remember that John Lennon was shot.
I just remember listening on the radio, the Beatles are going to get back together. The Beatles are going to get back together. And all of a sudden, John Lennon's been shot. I go, well, the Beatles aren't going to get back together now. And I go, shit.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And he had just, and he I don't know, that was a great solo album he released. I don't know if it was after his death or.
Well,
I
side
remember,
one is good.
The John songs are good. The Yoko songs are
The
horrible.
Yoko songs, you just take them off and make it your own album. Make it single fantasy.
Just make a playlist. Just go on iTunes, make the playlist where you just remove all the Yoko songs.
Yeah,
and it's a good fucking album.
Exactly.
I know Dr. Fucking one of his videos that I saw, he even said, he's like, dude, if John Lennon never got shot, he probably would have been the most successful Beatle like in the 80s. Because Paul McCartney was the most successful in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
John definitely would have been the most successful in the 80s had he not been shot. And I could definitely see it because that was a good album.
Well, fucking Paul did Michael Jackson.
Man.
I think it would have been close.
Everybody overlooks fucking George Harrison's work, man.
I do like some George. I do like George Harrison's work.
He's my third favorite Beatle. I can't put him.
Paul's my favorite, man. Paul's still my favorite.
Paul's my favorite. John's my second. George is my third, and Ringo's my fourth.
Poor Ringo.
Ringo makes some horrible music. And I don't even. Fucking Octopus's Garden. They gave
Joe Cocker. Joe Cocker actually made his song better.
Oh yeah.
About helping my friends. Yeah. I
love that Joe Cocker.
You know, he really did write that. John and Paul wrote songs that gave Starkey, which is Ringo Starr, credit on it because the fans seemed to like Ringo. So they did that.
He's a funny guy, man. He'd be a cool guy to hang out with. He seems funny. And,
he is.
Yeah. I know I think they say Taxman was John Lennon. I think in an interview said Taxman was actually a Lennon McCartney song, but they just gave it to George. They gave him credit for it.
Well, he can't defend himself song. Now.
You know what's? Oh, dude. You know what's scary that I noticed in that Beatles documentary when George Harrison quits, and then like they're like showing up at rehearsal and it's just the three of them. They're like, and then they're like, I think like Paul says something along the lines like, and then there was three, and then like because George is gone, and then John doesn't show up to the rehearsal. It's just Paul and Ringo. And it's like, first George leaves. Well, he was the first to die. Then John doesn't show up the next day for rehearsal after George had just quit. And so he's the second not to show up. And like Paul makes and then there was two. And then the last two remaining was Ringo and Paul. I thought that was kind of eerie. I was like, oh shit.
Right.
Did they ever? I'm like, that's eerie. Like in the same order too. Like, first. Right. Yeah. Almost in the same order.
Did they ever even talked about adding another guy to the band or replacing somebody?
Yeah, they talk about Billy Preston joining the band. Because the thing was, they wanted the album to be like live. They didn't want to have any overdubs or anything. And they were really good friends with Billy Preston. And he was in the area doing session work. And they asked him, like, can you play with us? Like can you play like piano with us on a couple of these tracks? And actually too, when they released the single for I think it was Get Back or something, or Don't Let Me Down. It was one of those two. When they released the single for it, they actually called it the Beatles and Billy Preston.
Nice. Billy Preston was a beast, man. Did you guys ever see that movie with the Bee Gees and Peter Frampton, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band?
I've never seen it.
That was horrible.
I hate the Bee Gees like no other, but that movie rules. It's a cheesy B movie. It has freaking Steve Martin in there going bang bang Maxwell Silverhammer. He's playing Dr. Maxwell.
I do like the Aerosmith scene. I do
And
like the
then
Aerosmith scene.
Oh, the Aerosmith scene. Yeah, they're the evil band doing Come Together.
Yeah.
The
Holy
fucking
shit, that
worst movie.
It's a classic movie if you're on drugs, like a lot of drugs.
The Monkeys made a movie called Zero, I think it was called, or Zilch.
I thought it was called Head.
It was the
Weird
worst
one.
fucking movie ever.
So that's why his podcast is called Zilch.
Yeah.
Ken Mills. I was going, why is this called Zilch? Because
Is that the one? Wait, was it the one with Jack Nicholson in it? The movie, the Monkeys movie. So I know they made one called Head, and it had like Jack Nicholson.
Head, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh,
Head.
Yeah, and it was
That's
like
the one I'm
real
talking about.
fucking
Yes.
weird.
You're right. That's the one I'm thinking of. Head, not Zilch. Head, yeah. Gotcha.
Dang, Mitchell's just got a big gain, but we're down 7-0.
Packers just scored a touchdown.
Oh fuck the Packers.
I'll still own you.
But fuck the Monkeys.
That was awesome. I was
If
laughing
you
my
guys,
ass off
if you
at
guys get their double greatest hits album, all the songs
Dude, they have
played,
so many. They have
all
so
the
many
songs-
greatest hits albums.
I know,
man.
but
every
the
year
song-
they come out with one.
but the songs they played in the show, Pleasant Valley Sunday, We're the Monkeys, all the freaking
My favorite's
like the
Valerie.
famous
I love
singles.
Valerie.
But then you hear the deep cuts, and you're like, "This shit sucks." Me and my
I
wife
like
were
Valerie. That's my favorite Monkey
listening. Yeah, that's
song.
one of the touchdown Niners. That's one of the things. Like I thought they were better than this because all those singles are great, and then we hear the deep cuts. I go, "Fucking Michael Nesmith,
Dude,
fucking country."
You gotta think.
Fuck this shit.
You gotta think that only Mike Nesmith and Peter Tork were the only really musicians in that band.
Well, Davey
mean,
was an
Mick-
accomplished singer.
No, Mickey Dolenz had to learn the drums. You know,
But Davey was a Broadway star and a singer, so he was still a musician.
but not as like those.
Singing Broadway though, and singing like pop or rock music is so different though.
But he did a great job at it. Girl, and,
They were actually bigger than the fucking Beatles at one point, man.
yeah, I love the Monkeys, man.
Speaking of the Monkeys, you know what song I was actually listening to right before this podcast? I think it's one of the catchiest songs in the fucking universe. The Partridge Family song, "I Woke Up and Loved This Morning." I fucking love that song.
Dude,
That
I
song
used to have
fucking rules, man.
Debo Samuel scored the touchdown, just to let you know.
That's one band I never. That's that one show or band I never could get into, man.
The Partridge
Partridge
Family,
Family.
I love that
They
show.
have some good songs. I love. They had some really good songs.
Do you guys ever?
Like I said, I woke up and loved this morning. That song fucking rules, man.
Their version of "We Gotta Get Out of This Place" from the Animals is pretty damn good too.
Susan
pretty
Day was
good.
pretty hot though.
Yeah,
Oh, Susan Day, I'd fuck the shit out of her. She's
I would do the mom first. Shirley Jones as I look her, man. You see her in the old 40s movies? Oh my god. Shirley Jones is my woman.
A lot of the 60s and 70s women, you didn't realize how fucking gorgeous they really
Doris
were.
Day.
The girl that played fucking Lily in the Munsters, man.
Oh god.
Oh, fucking
body from fucking
hot,
heaven, man.
dude.
Yeah. There's a lot of women I go,
fucking
man.
Barbara Eden.
Sophia Loren and Barbara Eden are still hot.
I know.
Barbara Ian was fucking hot, man.
My god, my love.
You know
for
what was
blondes.
really hot? And this is back in the 60s. Fucking Jane Fonda. Like
God.
She was hot.
Holy
Yeah,
fucking shit.
Hey, Duran
I used to
Duran
watch that movie as a little kid, man. That movie was like, as a little kid, and this before like internet porn on smartphones, that movie was like porn for me. That was like that movie, man.
You're talking about Barbarella?
Yeah, Barbarella.
Barbarella, dude. That movie was like, before when I was a kid, before we had like online porn on our smartphones and shit, man. That was like that was porn. That was like the closest to porn you'd ever get. And you'd invite your friends who are like, dude, you need to see this movie. You need to see this movie. Like you'd be checking around, making sure your mom and dad were asleep, like, you watch this shit.
Yeah, that's where Duran Duran got their name from. The evil guy in the movie was named Duran Duran. Yeah. And if
you got their new album, didn't you, Mark?
Oh fuck yeah, I love that album,
good.
dude. I
never heard anything off it yet.
Dude, they could go disco or sound like ABBA, but when Simon Le Bon sings, I'm there.
Whoa! What do you sound like? What
I mean, they could have
like
beats. They could have
beats. What
beats.
song sounds like ABBA?
They could. I said they can, but the thing is,
I bet you hate
Simon
those songs.
Simon Le Bon and the keyboards of Nick Rhodes And freaking that bass by John Taylor just hooks me every fucking time. I don't.
So Mark,
They could do any genre, and I would be okay with it. It's weird.
Mark,
Isn't that
you-
weird?
wait a
They have
minute, so
three
you hate
Taylors and none of them
ABBA,
are
but then you
related.
like Duran Duran songs that sound like ABBA?
No,
What the
there
fuck's
is. I
wrong with
said
you?
they can sound like ABBA, and I wouldn't care because Simon Le Bon, John Taylor, and freaking Nick Rhodes, they just pull me into whatever they do. It's like
Now I will say, fucking "Ordinary World" was a pretty badass song when that came out. I love that song.
it was the wedding album was great, but the thing is, they had an
"Come
album.
Undone," that was a great song. That was the last I heard of them.
Dude, Notorious, dude. When they went to 3 people in the band, they had the 3 people I just mentioned. That and they had Niall, some guy from Chic produced it, Nile Rodgers, I think. And that album was fucking amazing. Skin Game, fucking the song Notorious. That album, they went in a fucking 360 direction on that album. And I was like, whoa. And then the next album they went on a big thing was like beats, like electronic hip hop beats. All she wants is, and I was like, fuck, this rules. But I'm saying they could do anything and I would be okay with it. It's weird. It's the only band that does that for me.
Now, hey,
Yeah,
Mark, what do you think of the new Black Label?
I fucking love it, dude. Have you seen that video? The horror
I
video?
haven't seen the video. I
Dude,
haven't
it's
seen the
like
video,
horror,
but
dude. They're killing people in the video.
I have to check it out, man.
Why they're
I
playing?
heard the album.
They're
The
playing at
album
a high
fucking
school
rules.
reunion, and they're all dressed up as weird, and then everybody's stabbing each other, killing, eating each other.
Oh,
It's like a
shit.
zombie flick, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Nice.
I'm saying you haven't seen that video yet. I posted it on Freeform months ago. It's like amazing.
I'll have to check it out, man.
You got to check out the video, and you got
Did
to
I
give me
hear-
your comment on it.
Speaking of, is Zach Wild actually going to be back with Ozzy out here for
He's
another
playing
album?
rhythm guitar.
Yeah.
Black Label.
Yeah,
So
he's
that'd be
gonna be
kinda
back.
cool.
I think that should help make the album somewhat listenable.
I think so too. Yeah.
But and he's got
Yeah.
Tony Iommi on there too. So hopefully,
This
Andrew-
last album,
hopefully-
Ozzy's last album was fucking
Hopefully,
terrible.
it's the fucking
man.
last album. Ozzy needs to hang it up just for his health, for God's
Well,
sake.
Sherry's propping him up with the fucking microphone, man.
he canceled his 2022 tour with Priest. So,
I do like him and his son's show.
oh, that's good.
The Osbournes.
I've
the
seen some
Osbournes
clips
Want
of
to
it on
Believe or
YouTube.
something
It's
like
pretty
that.
cool.
The Osbournes Want to Believe or something like that.
I like
kinda
it.
that show.
No, it's Jack and Ozzy.
No, he's got a new
Road
show
Trip.
called The Osbournes Want to
Oh.
Believe. Talking about ghost videos.
I don't
doing
want to
the
see
real or
that
not.
shit.
No,
I like
I
with
don't
him
wanna
and
do
I
Jack.
that.
like the Road Tour.
I
One.
like-
That was
I
pretty
like the
cool.
road tour.
I like the one where there's a clip on YouTube that I watched where like they listen to this lost demo of like Crazy Train with Randy Rhoads, and like that shit made me fucking cry.
Yeah,
It was fucking sad just seeing Ozzy's reaction
Yeah.
to hearing it.
It was in the archives. That was pretty cool, man.
Oh,
Ozzy
the
got
road
pulled over.
trip one where they're in that freaking mountain and they pull up his fucking original copy of Diary. That's like
Yeah.
not Diary of Blizzard. That's awesome.
Mhm.
He got pulled over by the police in San Antonio, where the Alamo is. He's like this hiding in the car, and the cop's like, "You Ozzy Osbourne?"
Yeah, the only
Let
thing
it out,
that
let it
they have a lot of great guitarists on there, and Zach is playing rhythm. The only thing that could ruin that album is Andrew Watt because he produced a piece of shit
Fuck
before
Andrew
that.
Watt, dude. Fuck that asshole. He fucking made the shittiest Ozzy album ever. That guy sucks.
That was bad.
But he's a great
That was
guitar player.
horrible.
If you listen to California Breed with him and Glenn Hughes and Jason Bonham, that album rules,
Oh, no, I don't even want. Like after listening to that fucking Ozzy album, it's gonna be a while before I ever give that asshole a
dude.
fucking
Glenn
second
Hughes,
chance.
dude. It's Glenn Hughes and Jason Bonham, and he plays guitar in it. He's shreds.
Oh, he plays guitar. Oh god.
It's a
That's like
great-
having Rush, but you replace. That's like having Rush, but then you go and replace like Neil Peart with like fucking with Peter Criss. It's like it's not gonna fucking work.
It worked. It's a great
I like to
album,
see that,
dude.
though.
It's a
I
great
thought-
album, California Breed. Check it out, dude. It's so good, man.
All I can say
Um,
is fuck you, Andrew Watt. How
but
dare
I-
you produce that fucking album as shitty as you did?
There's a fight on
That was
Facebook.
bad. That was
At,
terrible.
at least I
yeah,
think
that
it
was
is.
terrible.
I think Rush is a better band than Black Sabbath. And nobody agrees with me.
I agree with you on that one.
Hey, I agree
love
with you,
Black
man.
Sabbath, but
I love Black Sabbath. That's not a diss against Black Sabbath. I prefer pound for pound. I gotta go with Rush, man.
Yeah, me too.
Because Rush, dude, they changed the drummer, but they never
Yep.
had fucking 3 singers and two different drummers. It's like it's
They
basically the
always
same
stayed
band.
intact.
Yeah, after
Yeah.
the first album is basically them and Peart, you know.
Yeah,
Because
Man, that
Rutsy,
first Rush album fucking kicks ass, dude.
it does.
I love that one.
it does, but it
I remember
doesn't
my
sound
mom.
like Rush.
I think it sounds like Rush. I think it sounds like Rush, like very early, like trying to find their sound. I fucking love that album.
Fly By Night, dude. That's when they found their sound.
I love Fly By Night. Fly By
I
Night's
thought
my
Caress of
favorite
Steel
Rush
they were
album.
getting there.
Caress of Steel was good, and I love the Necromancer. A lot of people hate
Yeah.
that track. I think
I
I'm
love
going
that.
bald is funny as fuck.
Dude, my mom had on vinyl, she had the Archives, which was it was like a 3-in-1 like set. It
Yeah.
had the first Rush album, Fly By Night, and Caress of Steel.
Yeah.
I remember in middle school, my mom had gotten her turntable like set back up, and like that was the one like Rush album she still had that wasn't like stolen or whatnot. Because I think she had 2112, but like someone stole it or something like that, or someone borrowed it and never gave it back. But I remember in middle school, man. I remember middle school, especially in the winter time, man. I'd always go down to the basement, play vinyl. I played the shit out of those first 3 Rush albums constantly. I fucking love those first 3.
I remember the Archives is a double cassette back in the day. I remember looking at that and going, why don't I just buy those albums separately? It's like, that's what I was thinking.
I think it was a triple cassette.
Triple cassette, yeah.
Because it was the first 3 albums.
Speaking of cassettes, why are people getting all like, wow, over cassettes lately? It's
I
like,
don't get it either.
Cassettes fucking suck, dude. Who the fuck wants to play a cassette?
I would only buy the freaking Thrash or Die one because it's $8.
That's the one I bought. That's the first cassette that I've bought in like fucking 30 years, I think.
But all these artists are buying cassette or putting our albums at
Dude,
cassette.
I don't know what it is, man. There's a lot of my friends who are like all into like 80s music and they like to dress 80s and whatnot. They've been collecting cassettes. I'm like, why do you want to collect cassettes?
Right.
They're shitty. I didn't even like cassettes when they were actually popular.
It's like they it's like they freaking get trumbled in it. And one guy said, well, you didn't clean your heads enough. Why do I have to do so much maintenance, man?
Yeah,
I just want to play it.
Like I can understand vinyl making a comeback because like just the
you take care
like
of it,
how big they are, the beautiful the beautiful artwork and the gatefolds, and then they sound amazing. Cassettes just suck. It's like cassettes were only good in the 80s because they were like portable. But it's like nowadays we got portable CD players and we got MP3 players, iPhones. Like cassettes are really like honestly useless.
Portable CD players were horrible though. They were huge. They fell off your belt buckle, and they would skip, dude. They would fucking skip like a motherfucker.
That was the worst, man.
Yeah.
But
the Sony Walkman, you have to admit, was pretty portable and cool.
It was
for cassettes. Yeah,
that's the only thing.
I remember being a kid, man. I loved my. I had like a baby blue colored Walkman, and I'd always go around playing CDs, man. I remember one summer when I first got it, I would go to I took a lot of trips. My mom would take me a lot of weekend trips to the Noah's Ark water park. I remember like the 4 albums I brought every time was British Steel by Judas Priest, Point of Entry by Judas Priest, I believe it was Double Platinum by Kiss, and Too Fast for Love by Motley Crue because I loved Livewire. I remember that album. I listened to the full album, and after that, I just kept playing Livewire over and over and over. And like, I don't want to hear the rest of this shitty album. Just play Livewire.
Oh, you didn't want to hear "Come On and Dance"?
Oh God! You know what? That song's not as bad. I think there's worse.
It's not that bad. I like
Come
it.
On and Dance.
There's
worse songs than "Come On and Dance." Like I think Public Enemy #1's like. I think Public Enemy #1's worse than "Come On and Dance."
Oh yeah,
that song sucks.
I love that song.
Yeah, I love On With the Show and what's the other one? Piece of Your Action fucking rules. The rest of the album I can do without.
Yep.
You know how
the rest of the album I just think sounds kind of shitty. It just sounds like garage. It sounds like a shitty garage band, that has no business going anywhere. And then you get 3 classic songs.
Nikki Sixx said that he wrote about his original name, that he said he died that night. That was him changing his name. That was about him.
Yeah, a little fucking dramatic crybaby. Like, I killed myself that night and I became Nikki Sixx. Like, and then I started doing fake heroin.
Oh, I don't know. We weren't there, dude. We can't sit there and judge the guy.
That motherfucker that dumbass probably injected like turkey gravy into his fucking veins. Fucking dumbass. I fucking hate Nikki Sixx. I used to think I remember being a kid. I used to think that guy was such a badass, and then I grew up and realized what a fucking total dumbass he is.
The thing with Paul Stanley.
That
right?
guy he's just such a puss. Like, he's just so obnoxious. It's like that guy is so like enamored with the fact that he's a former addict. You know,
I hated the Dirt too. I could not stand that movie, man.
Oh, that movie sucked.
I like
And
it.
that's
It was
actually
cheesy.
that's actually a really good book. I enjoy that book more than like Motley Crue's like music. But
I can't stand
man, that
fucking
movie
Machine
sucks.
Gun Kelly.
How about
It's
Machine
awesome.
Gun
I
Kelly?
like that guy.
Machine Gun Kelly winning Best Rock Artist at the American
Yeah,
Music
right.
Awards. They're like, who died and said he was rock?
I thought it was Post
God,
Malone.
just because he played Tommy Lee in the Dirt makes him rock now? Give me a
Post Malone.
break.
Well, dude, it's like you really expect them to like take that award seriously? I mean, I when you posted that, I'm like, yeah, that's expected from what was it, Billboard?
No, it was the American Music Awards. That's not the
Oh,
You're
Billboard.
gonna laugh
Music
at me,
Awards. Like, why do you even
criticize
take that shit seriously? You know they're gonna fuck up and do something stupid.
You're gonna laugh at me for this one, but fucking give every fucking award now to Taylor Swift.
Oh my
Give
God.
them all
real.
to her. Give them all
Just
to
do
her.
it.
She's the only one that at least writes her own fucking music.
But she's still a bitch.
Yeah, it's shitty
Doesn't
music,
matter.
but at least she writes it.
She writes her own
You know,
fucking
I'll
music.
give her-
Nobody else does.
Lady Gaga writes her own shit. And she's
You
way
know, there's
better
a
than
Taylor
Taylor
Swift-
Swift.
Okay, Lady Gaga, I'll throw her in there too. Okay.
There's
But-
you know how like Ralph Vieira on the Vieira Vault was talking about like how not Vieira Vault but Rocky Mountain Combat podcast, he's talking about Daniel's song by Elton John he cannot
Yeah.
listen to because it'll make him cry. Like, I have a song like that, and it's a Taylor Swift song. There's
My
like a
wife's
Taylor
the same
Swift
way.
song.
My wife is the same way with Daniel's songs, so they got
There's-
something in common in there.
There's literally, there's a Taylor Swift song that I cannot listen. Like, if I'm in a grocery store or something buying groceries and that song comes on, I have to leave, or
What
else
is
I'll
it?
start crying like a little
What's-
bitch.
My wife with that
It's,
song is
what the
because-
Wildest Dreams. That
Okay,
song.
I know the song. Yeah.
because my
I have
Yeah,
the
I
same-
literally cannot. That song makes me depressed and cry like a bitch. Like, I cannot listen to that song.
I have that too. It's actually a Fleetwood Mac song called Songbird. That song always makes me fucking cry.
my wife
Oh,
has a
yeah.
reason for Daniel's because she heard that on the way to see her when her brother was killed. So
That was
that
his name?
song
Yeah.
reminds
Was that
her
his
of
name?
No, his name was Chris, but it's
Okay.
that song was
She just
playing
heard it like when
Yeah.
she just happened to hear it on
in the news.
okay.
Yeah,
And that is
Oh,
like
I
a
hear you.
depressing sounding song.
it is.
It's
It's
like
like a real sad song.
it's that song that Elton John wrote about. What was it called? Fuck. It was about the gay kid who was dying of AIDS, and his father came and saw him before he died.
Oh,
What was it
yeah.
called?
It was like it was like something Robin or something.
But anyway, just the tone of it. I know I'm not gay or anything, but just the thought of the relationship between me and my father, that song kind of makes me cry too, just thinking about it. So I forget the fucking name of that. The Last Song. That's what it's called. It's called The Last Song. And it's a nice song. It fucking makes me sad just thinking about my dad.
Dang.
That's a great thing about fucking music.
It is. They give you emotions,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
It does, man.
But that I was gonna tell you guys, but we went off topic. I was gonna talk about cassettes. Every time
Oh.
when I need to get this off because I didn't talk about that because they kept talking about something else. The cassette thing, I saw it going away and I go, fuck yes. I started buying CDs and I sold I had like 1,000 cassettes. I sold it for like $100 to a friend. Same thing with DVDs came out. I had a shitload of VHS tapes. I sold those for like $300. So I know when to get out of the game.
Yeah.
Dude, I see, like with my VHS tapes, like obviously the movies, like the ones that you can find on DVD, like I got rid of them, but like VHS tapes that you can't find, like my hockey videos, like, you know, NHL's greatest hits, like, you know, it's a VHS in 1989, all these hockey blooper videos, stuff that, you know, they're never gonna put back out on DVD. That shit I would keep, and I would convert it to DVD.
Nice.
Dwarf on Golf, another classic DVD or VHS. Dwarf on Golf, remember that
No,
one?
it sucks. My first wife made me get rid of my Hooters VHS, my Yes 90215 VHS, and my fucking REO Speedwagon Live VHS. And I said, "You're never gonna play them again."
Why?
I said, "But I'll figure a way to get it played." And she made me get rid of them.
Oh yeah,
Pornos
dude,
are
you just need to
awesome.
go on Amazon, they got like all kinds of.
There
like,
wasn't a VHS
VHS to
converter
DVD
at this
converters.
time.
Oh,
Pornos
well,
are always
what?
better on
Of course there was,
VHS.
Mark.
Not at that time.
What time was this?
It was like the early 2000s, man.
Oh, I would have saved.
Yeah.
I would have still saved it.
I
Yeah.
wanted
I've been
to.
like, "Fuck you! You're never
She said,
like this
"Get
is
rid
never
of
gonna
it."
be found again."
Now
Oh,
those
fuck.
fucking things better not try to make a comeback.
Oh fuck! Any you guys getting any new
Fuck
music
that.
this week?
No, but I got a bunch on order.
Yeah, nothing really came out. Nothing really came out. I mean, I listened to the new Black Label. I'm gonna probably end up purchasing that because it was pretty damn good.
It was,
I got the
wasn't
new
it?
ABBA. And I listened to the new Exodus. I'm probably not gonna buy the new Exodus, man. It didn't do anything for me. It wasn't bad. You know, a lot of people keep saying like, "What was it bad?" It's like it's not a bad album. It's just like it's not great. It just didn't grab me.
I did get my shipping notice for Heartbreak Station by Cinderella. I can't wait.
So
to
did
get that
I.
one.
I got mine.
Yeah.
My vinyl's coming, and I got the new Black Label.
Yeah,
I found this on CD finally. The first Giant album.
That's a great
Nice.
record.
It's great. And then I got some used albums from Vixen. I know you guys hate that shit.
Got that
Oh,
one.
nice.
That's a good one. I got that one.
I love it. I like some Vixen songs, man. They got some good ass songs.
And then
Fucking Jan was an awesome guitar player.
I got this classic. You mean
Yeah,
you don't know
dude.
Morris Day and the
Hot
Time?
take.
Ice Cream Castles with Jungle Love on it.
North Stand the motherfucking time.
Motherfucking Time. Jay and Silent Bob, man.
Yeah.
And if I Can Draw the Line by Aerosmith.
Great record right there.
Yeah.
That might
Yeah.
be their best. Well, not their best, but one of their best.
Oh shit.
That'd probably be my.
Look, it has a
that'd probably
special
be nice.
offer in this, like the original fucking.
Oh, it has a still. Oh, I love that.
I
Go
have
get
a
it,
Hold on
man.
to that
Order it.
order it at 70s prices, right?
Yeah, right.
shit.
Yeah, right.
That
I
probably
did
be
get
my-
something.
I know a lot of people like. I'd say that one. A lot of people say that's their least favorite. It's not one of my favorites of the '70s stuff. I think my least favorite would probably be like the first album by Aerosmith.
Yeah.
That'd probably be my least favorite.
I got
feel like
Lazy
they
Buckets. Buckethead's
Dude,
first solo
This
album.
has got Draw the Line, Critical Mass, Bright
Sorry,
Light
Eric, I
Fright,
didn't interrupt you there.
Kings
It
and
is all good.
Queens. Kings and Queens. It's like one of the
Kings and Queens fucking rules.
four best Aerosmith songs ever are on this album.
I got this new Mastodon. Well, it's not new, but it's basically a bunch of live
Nice.
tracks and off tracks. But it's pretty good shit.
I could never get into Mastodon. I think it's the vocalist.
I like
They're a
them.
band I still need to really like dive into.
And then because I got a new 4K TV and a 4K Blu-ray player, I got the
So you got the 4K Back to the Future.
Adam's Family 4K.
Is
It
that
has,
both of them or just the first one?
it's just the first one. It has more Mamushka, that dance scene they do. It was cut for the VHS. So they put it back on her.
That's the one with fucking
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd.
yeah,
man.
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah,
I got Total Recall, even though I already had this on Blu-ray. This needs to be in 4K.
fucking great movie. Love it.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that fucking movie.
See you at the party, Richter.
I fucking love this movie. My favorite scene in there is the cheesiest scene ever, where he has that mask on. He goes, where it's malfunctioning on it. I just love
Yeah.
that scene. Then I got Backdraft 4K.
It was all right.
I love it when they have sex on top of the thing. She was hot. And then Jaws, because Ian fucking and Ralph say this movie is awesome in 4K. I fucking had to get that. And then
love
the Back to
fucking
the Future
Jaws.
4K box set.
There you
I
go.
saw you posted that one on Facebook.
Yeah.
I knew that'd definitely be the first one you'd end up getting on 4K.
It was the first one I bought, but it came after these other ones because I bought it from a friend who actually bought it for me for Christmas, but I pissed him off because I quit his podcast, the U2 cast, because I got pissed off at him. I thought he called me a racist, but we're cool. And then I bought it for him for $26, so that wasn't bad.
Are all you conservatives racist? No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Oh, shut up.
That's a joke.
That's what he thinks. He's a total lib. But I love the guy. I don't care what you do, as long as you're nice to me and not an asshole to me, and don't call me names.
Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
care what you believe
Jerry,
in.
Jerry, what's the one movie you would have to like if you got a 4K Blu-ray player? What's the first movie you would have to get? Like perhaps like you have to get it. The first
I would
one.
probably get Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Actually,
Nice.
God, I hate that movie.
I remember
Fucking
when
love that
Blu-rays
movie.
first. I remember when Blu-rays first came out. My mom and stepdad got like like a whole new entertainment system with a Blu-ray
Mhm.
player. The first two movies they got, it was Vantage Point. No, three movies. They got Vantage Point, Bonnie and Clyde with Warren Beatty and
That's a great
Warren
movie.
Beatty and Faye Dunaway. And then Close Encounters was like the big deluxe box set with 3 different cuts.
And of course, the Star Wars movies, man, definitely probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the box Star Trek, but they do have them on
Star
4K.
Trek too.
But I got the whole sets on Blu-ray.
I know.
Upgrade that.
He had like 5 different versions.
The 4K, the 4K Blu-ray,
the
4K Blu-ray player actually upgrades your uploads it better.
Well, that's what Blu-ray did with DVDs too.
Yeah.
Mine would be Terminator. Terminator's
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
that's
one
a great
movie.
one,
It's like
too.
I have to get that on every format, and like that's the one I would shell out the cash to get a 4K copy.
I definitely get that one too. Yeah.
That's my absolute favorite movie of all time, man.
I
Can't
love
go wrong with
that.
it.
Terminator rules.
Yeah.
That movie
Yeah, I
fucking
like
kicks
them all.
ass.
So I know y'all hate me for saying that, but I fucking love them all.
If I could, what is
That
the
shocks me, man. That's like all like I can understand people do like part 2, which I can't get into it.
Dude, I liked it because of the fucking Robert Patrick was badass.
Oh, Robert Patrick was badass.
You know, like from what I heard, Blackie Lawless was heavily considered for that role, and then like they end up being like, nah, like it has to be a normal looking guy. You do not look normal.
Yeah, right. Him and Vinnie Vincent are starting to look alike lately, though, I've noticed.
Yeah, man. For real.
Oh my god. But fuck. So speaking of Robert Patrick, remember when he took over for David Duchovny in the X-Files? That wasn't that good.
I never watched
That's
that
a
show.
show.
To be honest with you.
I've been wanting to watch that show because like
me too.
Like I remember it being popular, but I was still too young to really watch it.
I own them
and man,
all
I
on
hear so many people talk about it. I gotta see it.
I
Just that, like,
own all the
I remember that
DVDs.
music though. That music in that intro scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Dude, this show
That music
rules, dude. The show
Dude,
rules.
if I hear that music like and it's like nighttime and if I'm home by myself or whatever, I get fucking scared. That music is creepy as fuck.
Show
And
rules,
even like the
dude.
video was creepy with the UFO and like you see the ghost like walking. Oh god. I want to see that show. I need to watch that.
It rules, dude.
What
You
was
need
that
to-
movie that Robert Patrick did before he joined that? It was about the actual alien abduction of some dude.
I have
You
no
know what I'm
idea.
talking
man.
about? Fire in the Sky?
Oh, Fire in the Sky. That movie was trippy. That was with that one guy. Also, God, I
Had
can't
fucking
remember.
James Gardner in it and fucking
Oh, that was about
kinds
the
of people
freaking
in it.
the alien abduction in Colorado, right?
like Arizona or New Mexico or something.
Something like that.
That was actually pretty cool.
It was.
But,
man. I forgot the actor in that movie. He was in 8 Men Out too. He played Shoeless Joe Jackson,
The guy that
the actor in
Got
Fire in the
kidnapped?
Sky. Yeah,
I never knew that. I don't even know who he is, to be honest with you.
yeah. He was in that movie, the one where he's doing ice skating too. Let me see. I gotta look him up now because we need to know who this guy is. He's a great actor. The
I was
Cody
watching
Hill-
fucking Nightmare on Elm Street last night. That movie
that's
fucking
awesome.
rules.
I watched the actual remake of that the other night.
Oh God, I'm sorry you had the. I'm sorry for the
I
hour and
watched
a half
it.
you
I
lost of your life.
I watched it the first time and I couldn't stand it, but it was fucking really better the second time for some reason.
I was watching because this weekend I was supposed to do a Nightmare on Elm Street review, but Edwin and Mick had some things come up, so we're just gonna reschedule it probably in like January. But man, I was rewatching a lot of those, and man, part 1, 3, and New Nightmare fucking rule. But man, everything else is just horrible.
Yeah, it got corny and almost comedic.
Yeah.
In a way, you know?
Like part 1 fucking rules. Freddy is just terrifying in that.
Yeah.
I like part 2. It's real campy and goofy, but I like it because of that. Part 3 is fucking phenomenal. That goes beyond being a good horror movie. That's just a good fucking movie.
Which one was the one where he actually killed Nancy?
Part 3.
That was part 3? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I remember being a little kid, like in my first time watching that, I actually like cried when fucking Nancy died. I cried like a fucking bitch. Because I was a little kid, man. I was in love with fucking Heather Langenkamp.
Yeah, she was
Well,
pretty
I remember
girl.
my first time watching Nightmare on Elm Street because I wanted to see it because I kept wanting to watch like I kept wanting to watch like scary horror movies. You know, I kept wanting something scarier and scarier, and they had like this countdown on VH1, like scariest like horror movie characters, and Freddy was on there. I'm like, holy shit, that guy is terrifying. I want to rent that movie. And my mom was like, well, hey, I got recorded from TV on a VHS. And she had all these VHS tapes where she had like 3 movies recorded. So this VHS tape had The Shining, Nightmare on Elm Street, and then and then those 2 horror movies. Then it had like it wasn't Terms of Endearment, it was the sequel, like Evening Star or something. So it was like the most random like trilogy. He got like The Shining, Nightmare on Elm Street, and then like Terms of Endearment, the sequel.
Wow.
It's like, what the hell?
Terms of
But I
Endearment.
remember like watching it. I remember, I was a little kid, so I didn't appreciate The Shining at the time. So I fast forward through it. I'm like, man, this movie's fucking boring. Watched Nightmare on Elm Street, and I fucking loved it, man. I remember being a kid, the scene with Nancy in the bathtub with her legs like kind of spread and like Frey's glove coming out. That was like up there with like the Phoebe Cates like topless scene in Fast Times at Richmond High, where I kept having to like rewind it. I'm like, whoa, like this is awesome. Like I'm rewinding this shit.
Yeah, man. It's like me and what's that Halloween where fucking you see Jamie Lee Curtis's in fucking Trading Places. Boobs.
PJ Souls.
Trading Places.
Yeah, Trading Places.
Yeah, with Jamie Lee
I thought you
Curtis.
were talking about when you see PJ Souls boobs in Halloween.
Excuse me.
Jamie
I
Lee
love
Curtis.
PJ Souls in Halloween.
Jamie Lee Curtis in Trading Places.
I gotta see. I've never seen that movie.
What? Did
I've
you
never
see Coming
seen
to
it.
America?
No joke. I haven't seen it.
Did you ever
I'll
see
have to
Coming
watch
to
it now.
The second Coming to America sucked, man.
I liked it.
The first one was good, but the second one was terrible.
I liked it, but I like Sammy Hagar, right? So that's all. All
I
right,
like how you
guys.
just own up to it now.
I
love
don't
the
care
fact that you
because
just taking that and you just own it now.
I use it as a joke because I love him. I don't care what you guys think about it. I still listen to him. There's some albums that are horrible with him, but there's a lot of great, more than bad to me.
And we didn't mention a certain person in this episode for a change. I think this might be the first time ever.
Who?
All 3 of us.
What?
Who is that? Now you brought it up.
A certain singer that everybody loves.
Oh, we did.
Oh, fuck
Sammy
Sammy Hagar.
We did say Sammy Hagar.
We did?
Yeah, I said something about I like Sammy Hagar, but who cares? I always get brought up on that, and I said, "Well, I like."
We made it.
And
We made
while
a
we're
whole
at it,
episode
fuck
without
Silent
mentioning.
City. I hate that song.
Let's go watch some. Let's go watch.
See,
some
look at
Star
that.
Trek.
I mentioned Silent City, and like Jerry nearly like threw
Yeah,
up
tell me
right
about
there.
it. It's making me
That's
gag.
how bad it is.
Still fucking good. Hey, Devin likes it. He
Who?
loved the episode.
Devin.
Devin Dugan.
Devin fucking rules,
Yeah.
man.
That was a
love
fun
Devin.
episode, man.
That was a
Yeah.
fun episode, man. I had a lot of fun doing that.
I did too.
Yeah, I was
All
just-
right.
That was like one
I
of
was
the
just
only
gonna-
episodes of my own. That's the only one of the only episodes of my own podcast where I listen to it more. Where I re-listen to it more than once. Usually, I'll listen to it kind of once, and I'll like never listen to it again. But that one I actually listened to a couple times. I was just dying laughing.
Oh, fucking Nate on the fucking wrestling episode was fucking.
Oh yeah, Nate on that one too. I've listened to that one multiple times. Nate on that episode was fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we need to say goodbye, man. But we need
Yep.
you to promote your stuff,
Yep.
Eric.
Yeah, man. Fucking listen to the fucking Metal Dungeon podcast, or I'm gonna send Nate Atchison over to suck your dick. And he's gonna use a lot of teeth, so yeah, I better listen to the fucking show. Listen to the Metal Dungeon podcast. Or on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and all that good shit. Gonna be thinking about doing a YouTube page and maybe doing some exclusive YouTube episodes. Still working on that, man. It's holiday season. It's busy. Get off my back. But yeah, check out the Metal Dungeon podcast. Join our page. A lot of fun shit on there. And
Good stuff.
yeah, man. Hopefully, maybe I'll have some big news in the future about the Metal Dungeon, but keeping that under wraps right now. But that's my shit. Go
Are you
check
getting
it
a
out.
co-host?
Maybe I'm getting a new logo. Maybe
Your logo's
maybe I'm
fine.
getting a sponsor or something.
Oh,
I like the logo.
sponsor. Fuck,
Yeah,
get
maybe
us
I'm
a
getting a
sponsor, man.
sponsorship. Who knows?
Could be.
Yeah. Who knows?
I think
Some big shit
Edwin
coming up,
I think
possibly.
Edwin's gonna be your co-host.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Yep.
All right, man. Take it easy, and thanks for being on here again, man. And
Yeah.
Man, I
thank
always
you.
love being on, man. Thank
I
you.
like what Nate does on his podcast. So you got any things to tell the people? Anything else?
Yeah, listen to the Rock and Metal Combat podcast. Listen to Talk to Me podcast. Listen to the Vieira Vault. Listen to the Plug podcast with Bushy. Listen to DMT Ridgeline podcast with Devin Dugan. Listen to the Damn Good Movie Memories. All expenses paid. Rebate. 50% back. Blah, 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 blah. Subjects change. Subjects change. Product may cause diarrhea, vomiting.
Oh,
There.
You got anything to say, Jerry? Any final thoughts?
yeah. How can I top that, man? Go Niners. My sons have won 16 games in a row. Happy about that.
Fucking
Fuck the
A.
Suns.
Fucking nothing. It's a fun episode with you guys again. Thank you very much for joining us again.
Also,
Eric.
one more thing. Don't listen to Sammy Hagar.
And,
Good for your health.
and what I gotta say is, like Nate says, be good to each other, listen to metal, buy vinyl. And I agree with everything he says there. And also listen to Sammy Hagar. You won't be sorry.
Listen to Black, and this is for Ralph Vieira. Listen to Black Sabbath, Stay Frosty, and Schmeck 'em a gob.
All right, guys.
Thanks for the tape, Ralph. That was a great
Later, guys.
I love it. Take it easy.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Take it easy, guys.